Halo guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, I am Alifah Nenden Putri RIANI. I'm from 2A class. In this video, I will make a video about motivational speech. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep on watching. %26 on the nation report card. That's the percentage of US 12th graders who are proficient in math. In America, we pride ourselves as being an exceptional country, but does 26% sound exceptional to you? Raise your hand if you think as a country we need to do better than this. I'm with you. We all need math, but why are so many kids confused by it? Is it because only 26% of people are hardwired for math, while 74% are not? After working with thousands of kids, I can tell you this isn't case at all. Kids don't understand math because we've been teaching it as a dehumanized subject. But if we make math human again, it will start to make sense again. You're probably wondering how was math every human in wondering this first place. So think about it. Math is a human language, just like English, Spanish, or Chinese, because it allows people to communicate with each other. Even in ancient times, people needed the language of math to conduct trade, to build monuments, and to measure the land for farming. This idea of math as a language is not exactly new. A great philosopher once said, "The laws of nature are written in language of mathematics." So you see, even Galileo agrees with me. But somewhere along the line, we've taken the real world us, and with abstraction it's beyond recognized, and that's why are confused. Let me show you what I mean. Read this, the Great California Math Standard, and see if what makes sense to an 18 years old. Understand a fraction 1/b as the quantity from by one part when a whole is partitioned into b equal parts. Understand the fraction a or b as the quantity formed by a part of size 1/b. And if you give this description to an 8-year-old, you'll probably get a reaction like this. To a math expert, this standard makes sense, but to kids it's absolute torture. I choose this example specifically because fractions are foundational to algebra, trigonometry, and even calculus. So if kids don't understand fraction is elementary and middle school, they have a tough road ahead of them high school. But is there a way to make fractions simple and easy for kids to understand? Yes. Just remember the math is a language and use that to your advantage. For example, when I teach 5th graders how to add subtract fraction, I start with apples plus apples. Listen. First, I ask what's 1 apple plus 1 apple, and kids will often say to which is precisely correct. Have them include the words as well. Science is language, so it's not just it's 2 apples. Next is 3 pencil plus 2 pencil. You all know that pencil plus pencil give you pencil. So everyone, how many pencils? 5 pencil is right, and the K is you include the word. I tried this lesson with my 5-year-old niece once. After she added pencil and pencil, I asked her what 4 billion plus 1 billion. And my aunt overheard this and she scolded me and said, "Are you crazy? She is in kindergarten. How is supposed to know 4 million plus 1 billion? And then said my niece finished counting, looked up and said 5 billion. And I said that it's right, it's 5 billion. My aunt just shook her head a long head because she did not expect that from a 5-year-old. But all you have to do is take a language approach and math becomes intuitive and easy to understand. Then I asked her a question that kindergartners are definitely not supposed to know. What's 1/3 plus 1/3? And immediately she answered 2/3. 2/3. So if you were wondering how could she possibly know what? When she doesn't know about numerator and denominator yet. You see, she was thinking about numerator and denominator. She thought of the problem this way, and she used 1 apple plus 1 apple as her analogy to understand 1/3 plus 1/3. So if even in a kindergartner can add fraction, you better believe that every 5th grader can do it as well. Just for fun, I asked her a high school algebra question. What's 70x squared? 7x squared plus 2x squared, and this little 5-year-old correct answer plus 9x squared. And she didn't need any exponent rules to figure that out. So when people say that we're either hardware for math or not, it's not true. Math is a human language, so we all have the ability to understand it. We need to take a language approach to math urgently because too many kids are lost and are anxious about math, and it does have to be that way. I work with angry, pathetic school student one who could pass algebra because he only knew 44% of her multiplication facts. I told her that's right, trying to read only knowing 44% of alphabet is holding you back. She called factor of solve equation and she had no confidence in math. As a result, this teenager had no confidence in herself. I told her we have to start with multiplication, but once you know all your facts by heart, everything gets easier, and it'll be like having a fast tooth every ride of Disneyland. What do you think? And she said, okay. So she systematically learned her timetable in 4 weeks, and yes, even multiplication has language embedded. You'd be surprised how many kids don't realize 70 times 3 can be spelled out 7 times 3, which just means 7 times, just like this. So when kids see it this way, they quickly realize the repeated addition is slow and consequent. So they getly memorize 7 times always give you 21. So for this teenager who was at risk of dropping out become fluent and confident, a multiplication was a game changer. Because for the first time, she could focus on problem solving instead counting on her fingers. I knew she had turned the corner when she figured out that a 2-year car lease at $445 a month would cost you $10 and see Amon looked at me disappointed and said, "Mr. Poisok, this is expensive." At the moment, math was no longer causing problem for her, but she was using the math solved problem as responsible adult word. As an educator, it's my duty to challenge kids to reach higher. On country, it's take 26 provincial, and I challenge to you pass that number higher. This is important because mathematical thinking not only about your mind, but our kids need to imagine and build a future that doesn't yet exist. Future that doesn't yet exist. Meeting this challenge can be as simple as apple plus apple. Instead, we teach math as a human, like will we get the sooner. Sooner rather than later. Thank you.